Good morning to you all, and you are welcome to numeracy class. We are still on our strand number, but our sub-strand 6 is about the place value of whole numbers from 0 to 1000. The place value of whole numbers from 0 to 1000. Our objectives for today is, by the end of this sub-strand, learners will be able to place figures into tens and ones or under tens and ones, then use a place value chart to represent figures into tens and ones. So these are our basic objectives for the day. So by the end of this round, you should be able to place figures into tens and ones and use a place value chart to represent figures into tens and ones. Now, the place value of a whole number or place values of whole numbers. Now, the number 32 is read as 32. That's the number name, THIRTY, then 2TWO. It is a 2-digit number because it contains 2 digits, which are 3 and 2. So 32 also means 3 tens and 2 ones. The digit 2 represents ones or 2. That's the value. The digit 3 represents tens or 30. That's the value. The place value charts can help us to understand the value of the individual digits in a number. For instance, you have been given a number like 32. 32. You can see that one number is at the right hand side, then other number is at the left hand side. So if you look at this 32 now, 32, this figure 32, it contains 2 digits, and the digits are 3 and 2. I can see that from where I'm sitting at, I can see that 2 is at my right hand side and 3 is at my left hand side. So always when you have been given 2 digits like this, how you'll be able to identify whether the one under the ones is the number that is at your right hand side. And normally when you are doing addition, we start adding from the ones before we go to the tens, go to the hundreds and thousands. But here we are talking about tens and ones. So the one at my right hand side, that's the digit 2, is under the ones. Then the one under my left hand side or at my left hand side is what? Tens. So 3 is under tens and 2 is under what? Ones. So you should be able to do what? Use a place value chart to insert digits, 2 digits under tens and ones. Always the one at your right hand side is under the ones and the one under your left hand side the tens. So let's look at this assignment. Let's look at this assignment. This assignment, you copy it nicely into your home assignment book and do it. Do it by the help of what? The place value chart. You draw the place value chart and insert these numbers into what? Tens and ones. So but before that, we have underlined the tens in the following 2 digit numbers. After writing it and underline them, then you draw a place value chart to what? To write the digits under each of them, ones and tens. So draw the table after you have written it and you have underlined the number or the digits under the tens. You finish with that, you open to a different page, you draw the chart, then you put the figure under the correct what position. So 43. So here the number under the tens is 4. So I'll write it, then I'll underline the 4. Question 2, 38. The one under the tens is 3. Number 354. Under the tens is 5. 5. Question 4. 39. The number under the tens is 3. Then 5. The number under the tens is 1. Thank you for sitting down attentively to listen to this. So as I told you, this one will be assignment. It will be on 2 different forms. You copy this, you write them in your notebooks correctly, nicely, then you underline the tens in the 2-digit numbers. After that, you draw a place value chart for each of them. Thank you and bye-bye.